Well, hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming, and in this video tutorial we're going to be talking about making not dough bowls but more seasonal baskets. I'm going to show you a couple that I have going, talk about that a little bit, and then we're going to make some stuffies for this one. We're also going to talk about the difference between using canvas deck, which looks like this, versus painter's drop cloth. So it should be really good. As you're hopping on, say hello, let me know where you're watching from, feel free to sprinkle all that normal stuff. Okay, so let's start at the beginning. This basket right here came from Goodwill, gosh, 5 or 10 years ago. And I have just been filling it up with different seashells that I have found or made over the last few years. Like, this was not too long ago that we did this. This was either this year or last year that we did that. And I just have a bunch of seashells piled up in here. These are very dusty, but I made these to look like those little Japanese sea floats. I have this, I don't know what you call that. It's just a variety of things in this one. And I leave this all loaded up all year long, and I just stick it underneath my cabinet when it's not summer, so I can just literally pull it out and set it down. Ooh, now I'm itchy now that I got the dust going from this little Japanese sea float thing. Anyways, so that is one example, and I have been working on this one for the last couple of weeks, and this one is filled with these little, I don't know what these are even called, they're little pieces of like wood, and then I have a bunch of Dollar Tree little goodies in here, these little starfish, these little plastic sand dollars. I have a couple of the different ceramic Dollar Tree sand dollars, and then seashells and some of these little woven things that have been, those have been a million different things. Let me show you one thing real quick. So I have a huge basket over here, and it's my beach decorating basket. Let me show you that. What the heck? We have all the time in the world, right? Oh, this is so heavy because sand is very heavy. And so I have, you know, all kinds of things in here, including this bag of these little doodads that are great for beach. So I will tuck this back downstairs with, if I want to take anything apart and use it again next year, I'll just put it, I need a bigger basket, a bigger bin at this point. But, so I've just been kind of fiddling around with this, and I want to make some little stuffies that are the shape of hearts because I love the beach. To go in here, and I'm going to show you how to do that. We are going to be using painter's drop cloth, this is an example of it, rather than canvas deck. So here's the two fabrics that I most frequently use. This is painter's drop cloth. You get this is what we're going to be using, but you get painter's drop cloth at a hardware store. Lowe's, Home Depot, Ace, Walmart, you know, Sherwin-Williams, wherever you would find painting supplies, you can find painter's drop cloth. When you take them out of the package, initially they're crunchy and hard. And to get this buttery soft and to be able to fray like this, I wash these with a couple of towels before I cut them up. Once, dry it, then wash it again, then dry it. And it will be just soft and super nice to work with. This, on the other hand, This is canvas duck. And I don't wash this beforehand because this is great to craft with. It has just a completely different look, a different feel, everything. They both tear. They're both affordable. And they both get really nice little fringes. They're both great to make stuffies with, but today we're going to do this, okay? So, let me get some of this out of my way because I can't even see what I'm doing. And we're going to add those to this. Oh, here's an example of how I have made canvas duck fabric of my own. This was a stencil called Fleur de Lis and red ink. This is Fleur de Lis and black ink. And they're just on canvas duck. This one's upside down. So that's what that looks like. But I'm going to show you what it looks like when you do a stencil on this type of fabric, and then we're going to make some stuffies and embellish them, and it should be fun. And then we'll come back to this basket. You know what? I need a desk that's about 10 feet bigger because I just always have stuff all over. And I got out a bunch of craft projects that I wanted to show you that are recent. These ones are beachy. I did this little bottle, and it has those little chips of seashells. And this one. And then I got this out to show you, and I grabbed one of my little flower books. And okay, let's get back on track. All right, so this painter's drop cloth has been washed and dried twice. It's nice and soft. I'm going to do just part of it with this. This is called Mandala lace, and this stencil it's not as old as my other one, but it's getting there. It's not super sticky anymore. That doesn't matter. And it's just a great all-over pattern design that's really great to work with. Super versatile. It's not stuck in any one particular season. So I'm just gonna lay this on top of it, press it down. We're gonna be using white ink from MagnoliaDIY.com. And I'm not going to do the whole entire thing because I've already done those steps, but I want to show you how you do this part. Can you see that? You might have been able to see better before. Okay, so I just put some blobs of this ink on my painter's drop cloth, and I'm just going to push it through the holes on my fabric using a squeegee. And that is basically it. This is what it's going to look like. See how nice that is? Okay, I'm going to throw this in my tub over here so it can soak until I can get into the kitchen. So for this project, I did one whole mandala lace on some of this. And I'm going to set this aside so that can dry. And then I cut it. I cut it. This is a back, and this is a front in the shape of hearts. There's nothing fancy about this shape. I did several others that I'll show you in just a minute. But basically, it is just a front and a back glued together with one part of the side left open. Can you see that? And that is where I will stuff it. So let's do that. Then we'll embellish it. All right, and I'm just using some Crafter's polyfill. You can stuff this as full as you want, or as not full as you want, whatever you like. Just a little bit more. And I'm using a low temperature hot gluing device. So I've got it stuffed. And I am just going to glue this opening closed using my shear bonder. I'm going to be careful not to get this hot glue on the polyfill, because I tell you what, even if this is low temperature, when it is stuck, when the hot glue combines with polyfill, even low temperature, it seems to get hotter. I don't know why that is. Okay, and I'm going to trim up the side that looks kind of a mess. The one thing I will say about using painter's drop cloth is that it really can have a tendency to kind of fall apart and fray. So I took a piece of the fabric I created using that stencil and ink that was dry and that I heat set with a hot iron. I took a piece that isn't the whole design. Do you see that? And we're going to embellish this. We're also going to embellish this one. Here's another one where I took a piece that was the whole, it has the whole design on it. See what I mean? And I just used plain for the back. Here's a piece that I just used a corner. And here's a piece that has the whole thing. And then for this one, I'm not going to do it for any of the others. I took a sewing needle and sewed through the front to the back to kind of give it a little dimension. You see what I mean? So it kind of goes in right there. And then I added one of these little sand dollars that, these are real. I've had them in my stash for at least 10 years in my beach decorating stash in the basement, and I just pulled those out because they were totally the right size. All right, are you with me? Okay, so I have these two left to do, and I was going to show you, we're not using this, that away. I was going to show you how I created this, and we'll glue it together, and we'll add a we will add a sand dollar on it. So I'm just going to take a snip and tear my fabric, and then I'm going to pull the strings that want to come out. And I would trim this up because these are so long and messy. I'm just going to cut the really long bits off. See what I did? Okay, and then, so I have 3. This is 3 just layered. All right, and let's put that on this one right here. Just helping it lay nicely. I mean, this is so easy, you guys, but stay with me. We're not finished just yet. And then I'm going to put a little tiny sand dollar right there. I have 3 so far. I probably won't use as many as I've made, but I want to have the option. Okay, so I could use one of these as well. These are the Dollar Tree has a ton of really great beach accenty things. They have these, they have these, they have the ceramic ones, they have little seashells, they have bigger seashells, they have these. This is called a monkey, I think it's called a monkey ball. It's the name of this braid is a monkey something. Anyways, they have those too. So grab some of those if you're if you have a local Dollar Tree or Dollar Tree Plus that still has summer out, grab some. I was thinking we would do this. And I think that'd be super cute. But you know what? I want to make it dimensional, so I need to get some thread. Do I have a thread here that's already going? Yes, I do. This is my needle book that we made several years ago. It's just a great way to keep your needles organized and all that. Okay, this is very short, but it will work just fine. And that saves me the hassle of trying to thread a needle in front of you all. Okay, so I'm gonna just go from the back to the front. A couple of times. And then I'm cinching it up. See what that does? Let's do a knot here. Somebody's going to be looking at the back of this anyways. So see how that kind of gives it a little, I don't know, it sucks it in a little bit, and then I'm going to glue this on here. I don't have anything that would really work that is smaller that I can think of. You have oodles of seashells. Something like that. But I think I'm just going to go with the big Dollar Tree starfish. And put some glue on that. So are you getting ideas? I hope that this will start your creative juices flowing with this idea of making, instead of always thinking in terms of dough bowls, let's think in terms of baskets. Baskets full of whatever you want. So here's this thing all ready to go, and all I would do is just tug. A couple of these in here and there. What do you guys think? Susan says it's very cute. I mean, it's just so simple, it's almost embarrassing to show you. But these are very easy to make. This is painter's drop cloth, in case you missed that part of the video. This is different from canvas duck, completely different, but they're both kind of a creamy color, or they can be kind of a creamy color, and you can stencil both of them to create your own unique fabric for stuffies or whatever you would like. When you get this from a hardware store, it's going to be really stiff and crunchy, so it's convenient for painters to use to cover the floor or whatever area they might be painting. So you're going to want to wash it. You can do towels with it on hot or warm. Dry it, then wash it, and dry it a second time, and it'll be buttery soft when you do that. And then once it's dried, you can heat set it with a hot iron, and you're going to get something that you can create like this. It's a simple heart shape. Nothing super fancy about that. I could add that one too. I usually do odd numbers though, so I would probably just do something like this. And I think I will leave this dolled up when summer is over, and I'll just tuck it away so I can just bring it right back out next year at summertime, and it'll be all ready to go. So if you would like a link to watch this video from the beginning, a replay link, just let me know. If you would like my supply list, I'll be glad to get that for you too. If you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. I hope that you have a blessed and wonderful rest of your day. I hope to see you this week for lots more crafts that are going to be quick and easy. They're going to sometimes be a little different, like using painter's drop cloth to make heart stuffies for a seashell basket. So they're going to sometimes be a little different. They're going to be affordable, and most of the time my crafts here involve either faith, family, or flowers, or beach stuff in the summer, and pumpkins in the fall, and Christmas trees at Christmas time. But anyways, I will see you guys for more crafts tomorrow. Bye. Oh, do it this or this, I almost forgot. If you liked this video, or you liked this idea, or if it gave you an idea of what you could do, how you can take this idea and run with it to make some decor that goes in your house that reflects your style, or as a gift. So I see lots of hearts coming up.